Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Senior Bacon Legs and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing another bit of Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Demon Hunter. There's a few too many subtitles in there. Anyways, last time we played, we lost our Force Commander to a Cornate Demon, and then we got lynched into service by... not lynched into service, roped into service by a Inquisitor who I'm pretty sure is either Cadian or has been hanging around the warp too much. She's got the purple eyes going on. I didn't notice it the first time I was messing around with it, but I think either she's Cadian or she spends too much time around the Eye of Terror, which is pretty... it was pretty hard to... it could go either way, really. But, anyway, she pulled us into service, told us to go investigate an area where some Nurgly shit was happening, and lo and behold, Nurgly shit was happening. So we went and we killed everything, and now she wants us to bring one of the cadavers back. So we're gonna do some research and stuff. Let's hop in. Alrighty, so our last fight went basically as well as it could. We went down, we kicked everyone's ass. It was a grand time. So let's hop on in. Did anyone get promoted? No, they did not. You all did mediocre.
Mission objectives achieved, Commander. Our guest wishes to speak with you in the Libris.
The Libris. I love all the pseudo-Latin they have going on in 40k, but let's go talk to our guest. Tell you what, we don't get libraries like this in my town. My town doesn't exactly have a whole lot by way of culture, though, so...
I must commend you on this impressive archive of demonic lore, Commander. It rivals some I've seen in inquisitorial fortresses. I will require it as a base of operations for my studies. I respect your authority in matters of combat, but I must remain until I can ascertain some solution to this plague. I am, of course, open to recommendations on which lines of study you feel would best serve the mission. I must insist, however, on beginning my research with a necropsy of the poxwalker carcass your brothers recovered. I am certain they hold a key to understanding this corruption.
Alrighty, you have fun with that dead guy. Just go to town on him. We'll be over here.
I will conduct a necropsy of the recovered corpse to see what I can learn.
You have fun with that. 30 days of messing around with the dead guy. Just nothing suspect about that at all. You have fun, girl.
I shall begin at once. Inform your crew that I am not to be disturbed.
Don't worry, none of us want any part in that. You have at her.
I request you attend me in the manufactorum.
Aye.
My servitors have restored the manufactorum to operational use, but the edict remains severely damaged. Without access to a proper dockyard, restoration will be slow and limited by the resources we can requisition from Titan or nearby inquisitorial enclaves. As of this moment, reviving the edict's core power output takes absolute primacy.
Alrighty, so right now we're looking at a damaged plasma reactor, our augmentation chamber has been damaged, and our augurarium is damaged. This whole ship is just wrecked.
In order to conduct more extensive repairs.
Okay. So, yeah. Start with our plasma reactor. This will take 8 servitors, a total of 6 days to repair. Cool. And I don't think I can start any other repairs until the last one has been dealt with, so...
I must now interface with the logic engines. I trust you have a great deal to attend to.
I do.
Commander, I have adjusted the star map to display our current sector. However, our intelligence here is sparse.
Right.
I suggest we bide our time until the Dominus restores power to our scanners.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna sit here and twiddle our thumbs until we have our plasma reactor going.
The Dominus has restored the star map to its full function.
Wonderful
We are
news.
receiving a barrage of scanning data and astropathic scrapings from across the sector. This plague appears to have already spread its tendrils far and wide. We are faced with reports of 2 infected systems. We should monitor this infestation carefully and judge where best to direct our forces while the Inquisitor pursues her answers. Failure will cost many souls.
Good to know. Alrighty, ship repair complete. Commander, I have completed repairs to the plasma reactor. Our reconstruction efforts can proceed once again. We shall start a new project. Our servitor production is offline. The augmentation chamber has been damaged and rendered inoperative. Until we repair it, we'll have to requisition all additional servitors from the storehouses on Titan. So this is the one we want. Augurarium. No, that's the prognosticars. This is the one we want to repair. This will cost 2 servitors for 12 days. Cool. We will go back and let's talk to Lunette.
Protocol demands a preliminary salutation. Consider this requirement fulfilled.
Consider me unimpressed. That this kind of sounds so smooth in my head, but then once again my brain slipped gears and just consider it. Well, your mum takes it in the exhaust port.
I will not have the edict put at risk, even for an Inquisitor.
Well, oh yeah, so we are a little bit, I guess, tied up a little bit with us having the Inquisitor poking around with the dead guy, but you know, I understand Lunette's concerns. This is no ordinary corruption.
The ship will remain sterile.
Yeah, don't worry, we are the Emperor's Lysol. Anything so much as a common flu bug, we will spray that shit. The ship will remain sterile. Will it hold up until we're done in this sector?
The baleful edict has never let any of the brotherhoods that have traveled in her down.
Still, the Inquisitor's demands are extracting. Yes, we are operating on her timescale now.
That is the way of the Inquisition.
They're often illogical, driven by vulgarities of flesh. Instant results required, even when a dispassionate analysis would prove beneficial. The dangers of minds unenhanced by the Omnissiah.
Waiting for new input.
How long did you know Commander Agravane?
We have been the primary vessel for the Commander for the past 22 years.
Although the vagaries of travel within the warp mean any time of span is approximate. He had the respect of the Battle Brothers and his crew.
He was a leader in the Grey Knights, so he was revered.
However, my own analysis has his mission success rate at a mere 99.7%. He spent many hours in repentant contemplation over the zero point 0.3 inadequacy when I reminded him of it. Man, she sounds a little bit like my one co-worker in the steel shop. How would he have dealt with an inquisitor?
He did not suffer fools, or those that dared countenance his authority.
Proportionally, while he would not welcome them on board, the commander upheld traditions of the chapter's relationship with the inquisitor. However, he did not suffer fools or those that dared countenance his authority. A quick probability scry suggests a 73.6% chance that had Agravan still been in command, he would have been in confrontation with Inquisitor Vakir. It seems he had an influence. Your defiance toward the Inquisitor is curious.
Defiance suggests an emotional need to obstruct or obfuscate.
You have been laughing at numerous points, scoffing. You have your little fleshy bio brain emotions. I know they're in there. I merely state the truth. The baleful edict is in need of respite after our losses against the Cadium. We serve the Emperor and must go where he requires.
Indeed, I serve the Omnissiah.
It is by his mechanical will that we ply the stars. The Emperor and the Omnissiah, they are one and the same, yes?
The Ecclesiarchy's imperial creed carries only a muted echo of the machine god's true will.
Come, such words should not surprise an Astartes. After all, you may revere the Emperor, but I know it is not your creed to worship him, especially the Grey Knights, who trace their gene seed directly to the Golden Throne. So I think that's one of the things that separates the Grey Knights apart from like every other Space Marine chapter is that instead of having a genetic link to a Primarch, they are directly tied to the Emperor, um, which makes them a hell of a lot scarier in combat and stronger and more psychically attuned. Uh, what just happened? We're okay. We're okay. Yeah. Whereas, like, every other chapter of Space Marines would be linked to the Emperor, but it was indirectly because they were genetically tied to his sons, the Primarchs, who, I mean, by way of, like, relating us to a normal person, like, they would absolutely dwarf us in any capacity, but compared to other Space Marines, these guys would probably fall short of only the Custodes. So I remember that the Custodes actually had some issue with the Grey Knights because they kind of thought that the Astartes were, somewhat inferior and, not as cut out to do the things that they were specifically sending the Grey Knights to do, a lot of the demonic warfare. Um, so I think that's kind of interesting that I'm not huge into Warhammer 40k, but I have read a bit of the Horus Heresy, and it's fun stuff. Let's discuss something else.
Waiting for new input.
What is the status of our construction efforts?
Repairs are progressing, Commander. Servitors and components have been allocated. Praise the Omnissiah.
That's all for now.
I must attend to repairs.
Let's talk to our lad in the Strategium. Talk to Hector.
Do you seek wisdom, Commander? I am no ancient, but might be of some help.
Is the Inquisitor an aid or a hindrance?
She already makes demands on a ship badly in need of restitution.
But we should heed her requests, at least while our goals are aligned. So we are honor bound to her.
Even we must respect the authority of the Inquisition when the situation demands it.
Fair. I note you invoked us as Chamber Militant.
It is a term that has fallen out of fashion.
Yet it is an ancient law that each inquisitorial ordo has a dedicated military arm to use when they require. We in theory can be called upon by the Ordo Malleus to which she belongs. If the title is somewhat antiquated, why use it?
It was a strategic decision.
Ancient customs are invoked that the Inquisitor should now abide by, such as giving us tactical command in the field. See, it is not only Inquisitors who can play these diplomatic games. Fair enough, Hector. Let's discuss something else.
Certainly.
Hector, why do you not lead us?
It seems the Emperor has other plans for me.
It would have been an honor to lead, but it seems the Emperor has other plans for me. An imperfection means I must focus my efforts in a more indirect way. An imperfection, you say?
A matter between myself and the Emperor.
Okay, calm down there, buddy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have pried. As ordered by Grandmaster Voldus, my penance is to serve on the edict but not leave it, staying above the battlefields I crave to fight on. I wonder what he did that landed him in this position, because for a Space Marine to be put in the dunce corner, like, that's a pretty big screw up. Like, when the Dark Angels had their, the Fallen, they kind of, if I remember correctly, it's been some time since I read the one book, they made a decision that put their Primarch in incredible danger. Luther knew there was going to be an attack on Lionel Johnson's life and was kind of just willing to let it happen, if I remember correctly. Lore nerds, you can correct me. I know you're going to. But yeah, they wound up being, or if they hadn't decided to rebel against the Imperium, would have actually been kept basically as just glorified drill sergeants and space station custodians, functionally for basically all eternity, as long as their Space Marine bodies would withstand it, which that would be all eternity, because they're not made to die unviolently. So I wonder what this guy did, how he screwed up in such a manner that had him put in timeout. Nevertheless, your advice will be invaluable.
I hope I can be of some use.
At least before they have me interned into a dreadnought sarcophagus. Like I said in the last video, Space Marines don't exactly have a good retirement plan. I hope to do justice to Agravain's legacy.
He had a fitting end to his noble life.
Like so many of our brethren, he kept his secrets well, but I know he despised the servants of Khorne most of all. Why the blood god?
Why indeed, it is not my place to say.
But there was a stillness around the old commander, a seething hatred that I didn't see in him against any other enemies we've faced. Of course, Khorne, being created by rage, would in turn be fed by Agravain's hatred, but that is the nature and irony of chaos. That's fair. How do you deal with something that exists by the fact that you want to fight it?
By all means.
Alrighty, that's all
We
for now.
are the hammer.
Calm down
Remember
there.
that.
Let's go check in on the cure.
We both have work to do. What do you need?
How is your poxwalker specimen?
This one appears to be some kind of host. An object is nestled within.
Well, that tends to happen when you use them as sex toys. I mean, shit, fuck, I mean, is that unusual?
It is different from what I've seen with these puppets in the past.
That is undoubtedly the work of the Plague God's minions, but its vector is unusual. I will let you know once I've completed my findings. Let's discuss something else.
Do I bore you?
Maybe. I've not worked directly with an Inquisitor before.
The Grey Knights will be needed in this task, and it is your duty to marshal them.
That is irrelevant to me. I've already seen the Baleful Edict lost its commander on the preceding mission. I will not accept such failure under my guidance. The brothers are mourning, but you just stormed in and started throwing your weight around. Okay, that's cool. Why did you commandeer this ship?
I had previously been hunting heretics siphoning power directly from the Hadex anomaly, not far from your previous campaign.
Once I directed my astropath to recover the stolen energy, she had the vision I shared with you when I arrived. She? I thought that was a dude in the last episode. I don't... whatever. Her message, it is ominous.
Divining the visions of astropaths is an art in itself.
But its omen is both dire and imminent, of that I am certain. She spoke of a garden. Is it a metaphysical or literal garden? I must delve into the records of my peers to reveal if there are similar references I could correlate. Let's discuss something else.
If we must.
And by that I mean I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You have a nice day.
Yes, you've taken enough of my time.
You chill the fuck out, Missy.
Let's ready ourselves for the trials to come.
Although our scans reveal undeniable signs of corruption in this sector, the enemy appears to be dormant for now. You should advance time until they reveal themselves and create mission opportunities where we can intervene. In the meantime, the Dominus will be able to restore some of the Edict's functionality, and the Inquisitor can pursue her research. Alrighty.
Awaiting your orders.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move us kinda slightly further here, because I can see there's this section that's kind of bloating, as it were. And then that way, when we inevitably get a call to action, we can just sort of hop on forward. And advance time. Bloom spawn detected. 3 new missions. Our Prognostica Choir has detected the presence of 3 new eruptions of bloom across the sector. We have informed Titan and must act on these new incursions to the best of our ability.
Commander, our prognosticators have detected this bloom in 3 separate systems. We should examine one of them.
Alrighty. This looks like it is the... Oh, they want me to go to this one?
I have identified this planet as a mission location to combat the bloom. Let us examine further.
Alrighty.
From here, you can see some details for this mission, including the resources that Titan's Armory will make available to us if we are successful.
Oh, ye of little faith, if we are successful. What do we got going on here? Corruption level 0. We have detected the signs of corruption emergent on this planet. Our prognosticators predict the bloom will firm its roots here if we do not stop it now. Okay. Yeah, no, this is kind of like the last time. A fewer things going on. Mission rewards. We get grimoires. And we will not meaningfully reduce the corruption. Okay. I was kind of hoping to be right on it. Ship project complete. Commander, I have completed the repairs to the augmentation chamber, and the servitor production is back online. Let's start a new thing. Our augurarium prognosticator is offline. The augurarium has been damaged and rendered inoperative. Until we realign its prismatic array, we will not be able to make effective use of our prognosticators to describe the enemy's activities. Sure, we'll repair that. And if you don't mind, I've got chaos to beat it. Righty, we are going to kill all enemies. Cool. I think we'll keep this set up. It worked pretty well. Start the mission.
Psychic disturbances here echo those I encountered on Coromar.
The hive cities are abandoned, but there is life below. Brothers, seek out any corruption and purge it.
Aye, sir. So it looks like we kind of have a limited direction we can go. So let's go that way.
Yes, sir. Be ready.
And it looks like they're got a whole ass welcome party for us. We will just move everyone up into the way.
Taking position.
The bloom rises. Okay. What I want to do,
Your orders.
I will move you here.
Haste.
Gods preserve us! I will fight here to stay.
Okay, so it's a pretty small
The beasts.
section of enemies that can't really do much with that guy
My blade
as
is
it stands. We will teleport over here and then run closer up here and we'll shoot whatever that is. Looks like it'll just go that way. And now your ass is on fire. I don't suppose you have any more. Nope, you don't have anything else.
Iolanthus.
That's Iolanthus.
Praise the Emperor.
Let's get you up here. Can you shoot this man? Yes, you can. No, alrighty. That is not quite what I was looking for. We will disable his ranged weapon. It is not letting me do that. Okay. Pull him up a little bit and then... Oh, this is my guy with the incinerator, that's why. No, that's not right. Okay, I see what's happening here. I'm not managing my AP well, so we're just gonna chuck a grenade at him.
I take all comers.
How's the grass taste, little man? Alrighty, and we'll move our Justicar up here. And can you shoot? You can shoot this. Yeah, do it. Instant kill. Get wrecked, little man.
Gods favor you! Eat this!
Okay. Well, that was anticlimactic.
You have been judged.
Alrighty. So, our first issue is that there's a guy pointing a gun at us. And if I move anyone in this square, he's going to be, he's gonna shoot at them. So what I'm gonna do
Here to serve.
is roll up my Purgator up. And we're gonna shoot his ass.
For the Emperor. No match
Because
for
the enemy
Emperor's
can't shoot
chosen.
you if they're in several pieces on the ground. Then we're gonna roll you up this way.
I am
Take you and stack you up on this door.
here, my brothers. Ruger.
You, we shall get running up this way. Kick that door open. And don't you worry, little man, we have not forgotten about you.
Their flight is ended.
Now we'll run you up this way,
Taking position.
and we're all back together. And we'll see how far up here we can push our guys. You will push up there.
Comms off. Ready for battle.
Ah, we see the enemy. Alrighty, we'll just try to push our guys up as far as we can. And the bloom rises. Okay. Firstly, I'm going to take our interceptor. And warp him up briefly so that we can run his ass all the way up. Well, that's not quite the mad dash I was hoping it would be, but we'll take it. And I guess we'll take... Yeah, we'll run our guy up here so that he can...
Knights of the Throne!
Yeah, that's right, Knights of the Throne. We're about to give it to you.
Enemy sighted.
We shall run you up here. And we're gonna light you. Ooh, actually, we're gonna set this area on fire so no one can run up this way. Because the enemy can't effectively attack you if their ass is on fire. Now, attack. We'll run you up here. What I'm curious about is we cannot knock this statue over. So we will run you... You could have run around, but okay. Oh, Voldred is officially out of AP. That's cool. We'll run you... Yeah, we'll put you here. So we have 1 AP left, I do believe. So we will set up Overwatch this way. And if anyone tries to run up here, they will get a Stormbolter to the schnoz.
At once, Commander.
And Thule. We'll just get you to catch up. Well, that was not quite what I was hoping for. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Well, I got one of them try harder, Will. Oh, buddy is just eating rounds. That Overwatch worked out well for you, eh? Okay. So, first order of business is to run down here and promptly push this man's shit in. We're not going to use a force strike because we don't need to.
So to the unworthy.
And we'll put him in cover. You, we will push down into cover here. Can you shoot? Doesn't look like we have much of a chance to hit, so we'll set Overwatch this way.
Ready to fire.
You're actually well out of the line of fire, so we'll pull you up here. And doesn't look like you actually have a chance to shoot anyone. Oh, that was not what I meant to do, but... Well, it looked cool. We will not do that again. In fact, what we'll do is we'll drop a grenade on Buddy's head and hopefully knock him into my flamer. Alrighty, you, Cadon Rugen. Tell me, How's the grass taste, little man? Righty, we will march you up here. Oh, that was... might have been his turn, actually. Okay.
Try that again, heretic.
Well, our guy is pretty banged up. We'll run him over here. And then we're going to... oh, we have to reload. Ah, this was not a brilliant plan.
Sanctified my realms.
I don't suppose we still... nope, we do not have the means to do that. But we do have the means to shoot this man's ass right off his body.
For the Emperor!
And we'll do it again. And we'll do it again.
Blessed ammunition depleted.
That's okay. We will run. Actually, we'll launch our guy up here. We'll warp him up, and then we'll shoot your ass. We'll add a psi bolt, because fuck you, that's why.
Foe wounded.
Now, Ulrich Ilanthus, Hammerhand. Can we attack this man from here? That doesn't look like it. Let's run him up here. Target knight will be shot for severe damage. Alrighty.
Commander, I sense a massive spike in warp activity below.
It is a warp surge, Inquisitor. Such events are common in pitch battles between Cygers.
And yet your brothers have clearly restrained their powers. Something foul is at work below.
Okay, so someone has spread poo all over the floor. I am hesitant to move him because if I do, he might just die.
Unleash me.
So I'm going to run you down here. This is really not working.
My blade is ever ready.
Let's warp you over here. See, your suppressive fire idea was a brilliant plan until you forgot the fact that I can literally just blink out of position and run up and smack you with my sword.
All enemies have been cleansed. Good work, Commander.
So I did notice some mistakes in my last playthrough. We wound up getting one of my purgators pretty banged up, which was not a brilliant play on my part. I could have positioned him better. I was hoping to set them all on fire. Didn't really work out that way, so I think I'm going to have to do some careful planning next time around. But we killed all the enemies, and we didn't lose any knights. So that's a good start. Cadon Rugen is wounded, but we can promote him. So, let's see, what can we do for this lad? Sanctified Kill Zone. Cybolt. Willpower, this guy earns more willpower. Let's do that. We will get him more willpower. Target the blast area, 3 at range 10, effect blinded, purge, no stun. That could be cool. Let's do it. And we'll be taking him out of combat for the next fight, but that's okay. Voldred Storm, what do you got, boy? Let's see. Yes, we'll get him more willpower. And we'll get him the Force Strike. Yes, that is a good plan. My hope is to be able to get this guy to just kind of blink out of existence and then appear up in your grill and smacking you with his sword. And Darig Thul, what do you got, boy? Let's get him Armor Pierce. Let's just get him a ton more willpower so we can throw more basic stuff at the enemy, and then we can start dressing up his playstyle from there. Alrighty. So, we have, thus far, done good work. How much more time does this have? This has 7 days. That's the wrong button. Well, what I'm going to do is roll on up there, and hopefully there will still be a mission by the time I get there. I don't know how many days it's going to take to reach that. One can hope. Ship project complete. The agrarium is done. Cool. We get a new project going. We have 11 servitors left. We could upgrade the agrarium. We could upgrade the barracks. Well, we'll upgrade our barracks for now. We'll continue
we have restored
push.
functionality to the Augurium and should review our prognostica.
Oh, Argurium, that is how it's pronounced. Okay, attune the prognostica.
When prognosticas are attuned to a system, they will extend the mission timer in all adjacent systems.
Cool. Let's attune there. Yes. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit more time to go and hit this system.
We cannot afford to sit on our hands while the bloom spreads unchallenged.
It was not my plan to. And it looks like that has run out of time, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. I think I'm going to call it there for today. Thanks for watching, guys. It means a lot to have you along as I try to go and work through my insane backlog of games I've bought over the years. If you guys like what you see, please like and subscribe. There is no pressure. Just understand that if you don't, I will sneeze, wipe my nose on my hands, and then handle your sandwich without washing my hands. And you guys are just going to have to deal with the after effects of that, and it's going to be kind of gross. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay in the fight, lads.
But I'm gonna take my pills.
Because, believe it or not, even a member of the Grey Knights needs to take his antidepressants.